And this morning's Scramble Flashback is brought to you by Downtown Stillwater.
Crazy Days is a citywide sales event in which Stillwater stores have sidewalk sales and large discounts. Hi, this is Amy Jo Frazier with Downtown Stillwater, and I'd like to invite you to experience Crazy Days right where it began. Join us downtown from July 17th through 19th and check out all the incredible specials from your downtown merchants. For more information, go to downtownstw.com or follow us on Facebook. Hope to see you in beautiful, historic Downtown Stillwater.
Here we are, almost done with June. That's hard to believe.
I know, it is.
So where are we in the wonderful world of the United Way?
Well, there's something I wanted to share today that I just think it's important for the public and for the donors to know. We, the Stillwater Area United Way, we hire an independent CPA firm every year to audit our financials from the previous year. And so they're independent. They're not a board member. They don't have any affiliation with the United Way. And we hire them to do our financial reviews and audits. And, the thing about United Way that I'm not sure everybody knows is what we do on two ends that make what we do really important. One is obviously the funds we raise for our agencies, and that's huge. And we have 24 agencies that are local, that serve the community, that we support financially. And for some of them, it's very significant. It's a third of their budget maybe. Or maybe it's a smaller number, but it's strictly used for scholarshiping, somebody who needs mobile meals and couldn't pay, or somebody who needs to go to the Y and couldn't pay, so it's scholarship money. It also goes to help some of our agencies with their matching grants, so they can use their United Way dollars to receive matching grants from other places. So they're pretty critical dollars to all of our agencies. And that piece is huge. I've been in organizations where I know how important the United Way funding was to us. So that's a huge part, of course, and that's what I think most people think about with United Way. But the other piece that I think is just as important, that I'm not sure we talk about enough, is how selective we are with the agencies that we fund, and that we go through an accreditation process with them, we go through an allocations process with them, that really looks at, are they meeting a need in the community that we would be hurting without? And are the dollars they're using really going to meeting that need? And is there a duplication of services that maybe we can help alleviate? Lots of factors like that, so that an agency that's listed as a Stillwater United Way partner agency, it's kind of like having that good housekeeping seal of approval, is what I like to call it, that says this is a good, trustworthy, important, life-enhancing agency. The third piece of that is when we go through allocations with them every year, we also look at what are their other levels of funding? Have they had a good year? Are they going to receive more money from the government next year, less? Have they implemented a new fundraiser that's been very successful for them and they don't need quite as much from United Way? So we can also look at where the money is needed most and make those decisions. We understand that people want to give, but they're also very busy. And to sit down and do the research that we do on all of these local agencies would be very time consuming. So we hope we have the donors' trust that that's what we're doing and that's what we're supposed to do, so that when they give to the United Way, they know, first, it's staying local, second, it's going to very needed critical services, and three, it's going where it's needed the most. So all of those pieces I think are really important. And when we have our auditor come and spend 6 weeks auditing, they look at everything, our minutes from our board meetings, our financial policies, our budget issues, everything we've spent money on, and they put that audit together, and then they came to our executive board meeting 2 weeks ago and to our full board meeting yesterday to report on their findings. And this is what I think is important, that we not only share with ourselves so we know how we can be better and what we're doing well, what we can improve on, but for the public to know is, first of all, we got a clean review. And second, the things that I'm most proud of, last year, 2013, which is the year they were auditing, our pledges were up, our income was up, and most importantly, our allocations were up. Yet our expenses stayed static, which I think is huge. And our administrative costs, which means what do we have to pay to run the United Way, to pay my staff, our building, our office supplies, all of that, is 16%, which is very, very low in the nonprofit world. And the auditor, Tom Duggar and Associates, is who did our audit this year, looked at other United Ways across the country, looked at other nonprofits across the country, and we have one of the lowest administrative costs in the country. And so that's something I think we need to toot our horn a little bit about. And I think as a donor, that makes me happy. And I hope that makes other donors happy. And our fundraising expenses, 3%. So we raise almost $1 million, but we only spend 3% to do it. I mean, wow. I mean, I think that's big stuff.
When you mentioned the percentage that went to administrative cost, it seems like I've heard with some charities, because they divulge these, it's been 40%.
Oh, yeah.
Something like that.
Oh, yes.
Even higher.
20 is considered knocking it out of the park.
Well, then you need to toot your horn.
So we are proud of that. And we are really highly motivated to give as much funding as we can to our agencies. That's what motivates us. So that's something I just wanted to share. The other piece that our auditor does is we are required, as a 501c3 charitable organization, to file a 990 tax form with the federal government every year. It's like a 50-page tax report. It's huge. And in that report, it lists where all of our allocations went, so you can see specifically what amount was given to each agency, who our big corporate donors are, who our big individual donors are, what we pay our staff. Every penny that's gone in and every penny that's gone out is on that 990. And our mission, our vision, all of that. And we file that with the federal government. It's due by August 15th. But then we also post it on our website, stillwaterunitedway.org, because we want the public to have access to that and to be able to see those numbers. Now, they could just come by the office or call me and I'd give them to them. But that way, they can just easily go to our website, click on our 990, and review it if that's something they're interested in doing. And there are many corporations that use that 990 as a way to decide who they're going to sponsor and who they're going to support. So we try to be as transparent as possible, and we're proud of what we do, and that's a big piece of why we post that 990 on our website. So I encourage people to go and check it out.
But after the audit, it's nice to have everything validated, isn't it?
It is, and it's also nice to have someone come in and say to your board, your management, which is your staff and your board, are really doing an excellent job and are good stewards of the funds that you receive. So it is a pat on the back, and it does make us feel like, okay, we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. So I just am really happy that I have a board that knows how important policies are. They know how important reviewing policies regularly are. They know how important being cost effective is. And they just do a great job of helping us run a tight ship and know that audit's important and that 990 is important. And I just feel very fortunate to have a really good group of volunteers that backs me and helps me to make the right decisions as well. And
on the verge of the campaign, that's nice to have that information out. It really is, because I think when people do give money, for instance, you have, everybody has these from time to time, telemarketers. Mm-hmm. And, they're raising money for a girls group or something like that. Great cause, it seems like. But a good deal of that cost goes to pay for the telemarketer and all that. I mean, they're just trying to make a living. I'm not mad at them or whatever, but your money's not going where you think it's going always.
Right, or as much of it, sure.
Mm-hmm. And so in this case, it is.
It is.
And that's all that, as donors, that we want to know.
I think so.
Yep.
So I hope that people check that out and ask questions if they have them. And it's that thing I always try to impress on people. Everybody has a cause that's near and dear to your heart. We all do. Whether it's cancer, whether it's a children serving agency, whatever. But we hope that when you sit down and you decide, okay, this year I'm giving this much to my church and this much here and this much to my school, that you find a piece of that to go to the United Way, because it really is reaching 1 out of 3 people in the community, 24 different agencies that cover a whole gamut of needs. So anyhow, that's something we just kind of want to put out there.
I'm glad you got that out.
Yeah, me too.
That was a good opening segment.
Thanks.
So, and she's feeling better already.
It must be the coffee.
Hopefully so. So, how do you like our bug situation, by the way? It's not as bad as it was yesterday.
I heard you talking with Dr. Kane about it yesterday, and I thought...
we had them everywhere.
Yeah, so you sprayed or something maybe, or somebody sprayed.
It looks like they did, because we had to do something. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, they were everywhere. And that's embarrassing as a business, because people walk in and you go, oh, just go ahead and step on them. We don't care.
Are they beetles?
Rolling Stones. I don't know what they are. I don't know what they are.